every week new tests are provided and new tests are given, whether it's a new offense to look at, a stifling defense, or in this case, could be both, and we had weather. So it was a wet one in Chanticleerville, to say the least, aka Conway, South Carolina. But you know what? You're pretty much at the beach, so I'm actually a little surprised there hasn't been any bad weather yet this season going into week 8. We are now 67% way through the season. Chanticleer's won an ugly one, 35-28. Welcome to the Coach and Crew Show. I am Charlie Krause. Let's get right into it. Yes, I said ugly one. And some of the play calling could have been a little sloppy. The plays were a little bit sloppy. And I'll gladly say that was the weather. I mean, these 18 to 23-year-old guys working their butts off each week, trying to make a play for their team and for their teammates. It's not going to be perfect out there, but they made the plays, and sometimes it was just whether the ball just slipped out of the hands while trying to catch it, and different cases, hey, I'm chalking those up to weather related, not because of nerves or anything like that. And I would expect that. I mean, Gunnar Watson had the same type of output for Troy, so it was on both sides. Let's talk about Grayson McCall, because it has to start with him. 290 yards passing, 3 combined TDs, hell of a performance. Left part of his insides out on the field. That's always got to be game ball worthy moments. Running game was full force. Shamari did real well. Reese ended up in the boot, so we'll have to find out about his status next week on Wednesday's press conference. And then 2 big shout outs. First, Bryce Carpenter, the backup quarterback, when Grayson had to go out, finished the drive, led him to a touchdown. Big moment. All right, do not make light of that at all. That was a big moment. And then, friend of the program, you gotta love it when he wakes up angry. CJ Brewer with maybe the play of the game, the 4th down fake punt conversion where he bowled over a player, needed 4. He got probably close to 10. Oh my gosh, what a play by CJ. It was just everything. I mean, just you had to love it, what happened with the play and the rushing. I mean, he got, actually by line stats, it says 12 yards rushing. So great job, CJ. He caught touchdown pass last year versus Kansas. He's now on the fake punt team. The boy can do it all. He's a possible All-American. I don't know if he'll finish up in All-American status or not, but well-deserved and well-earned, and he works hard for it. So, so excited for that. And to end the game on a sack fumble, that's rewarding for the defense. Defense gave up some bigger runs. And speaking of big, let's give Troy some credit. They had some big hits all night, and it was getting a little chippy out there because they were putting some big hits, maybe even a little bit after the fact, on Grayson. It happens once or twice, fine, but it was happening almost every time he touched the ball, and especially on the sidelines, no less. And I could see how that could get, lack of better words, chippy. Regardless, Coastal's 7-1. They do not control their own destiny in the East, but there's a lot of season left, and anything can happen. And that means positives for Coastal. That could be positives or negatives for Appalachian State. The long way to go, and we'll see what happens. Regardless, Coastal's got about a mini bye week because they have Saturday off now since they played on Thursday night, and then they play again next Saturday down at Georgia Southern. Everything from here out, well, every week's must win, but now it's especially must win. So like and subscribe to our page, coachandcrewshow.com. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Coach Crew Show. Follow us on Instagram. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Shots up, stay dry.